Now let us see a product selection action. Let us assume you are selling computers, printers, and peripherals. Just that I was searching for a printer. It is fresh on my mind. I can show you. So let us say I am looking to call someone who is selling printers. So printer, I can also add synonyms here because synonyms are very important because people may say ink, laser printer, jet printer, home printer, printer, scanner, copier. You can give any synonyms which you expect your customers to refer printer with. These synonyms are important because the language training happens along with the synonyms. So when you give these synonyms, so whenever someone says home printer, so the agent will also understand that you're talking about printers. So it creates a relationship, dynamic relationships with the printer, so that it can respond appropriately. So it is very important that you make these synonyms as comprehensive as possible. At the same time, you should not give too fine synonyms because that may do overfitting and may clash with some other objects or products which you want to sell now or later. But the advantage is whatever language model you have for agent is very specific to a single agent, this agent. So whatever you create here will only be limited to this, will not overlap to the other AI agents which you create or which other people may create, which is very helpful for accuracy. Unlike using very large models like BERT or ChatGPT, LLMs, etc., because all your language model is trained domain and agent specific, which will give you full control on how you can train the model and how it responds to different queries. Now, having said that, now if somebody calls you and says, I want to buy a printer, you may ask type of printer or use type, which can be home use, office use, intended usage, or any such synonyms. Then you select. Before you select, you have to save the product here, and so that the product what you have added is saved. Then similarly, you save the feature you have added here, which is use type. Then what do you say? A laser versus inkjet. Type of printer, which can be kind of laser printer, inkjet printer, scanner, copier, and printer. You can say all these are different kind of synonyms for type of printer, and you add this feature. And then what else would you say? Okay, let us say, for example, let us make a price, cost, rate, price. Okay, so now let us save them. Now this is saved. Now we have one product which is printer, and let us add another product which is a laptop, or okay, let us say format computer, synonyms, computer. desktop, computer, laptop, computer, and so on, and add them. Now, laptops will have features like say, let us say RAM, or say, let us put one specific thing, less configuration, to keep it simple for now. In configuration, we will use RAM, we will use disk storage, we will use processor. So whenever, in this case, whenever your customer asks about disk storage, the agent will talk about the entire configuration. Now, if you want the agent to respond to specific queries like a processor, disk storage, etc., then you have to create one for each category and then save it. I am just keeping it brief for the demo. So I have added these features. Now I have two products and I have different features. Now here, if you see use type of printer is applicable for printer, configuration is applicable only for computer, but the price is applicable for both. So now I can associate each of them here. A usage type of printer, and price I will associate with computer, then with associate with printer, then with computer I'll associate configuration and price, then I will save. Now if you see here, the product is printer, the feature is usage type, right? The product is printer, feature is type of printer. So you can create a specific response to each of these combinations. The product is computer and the feature is price, right? So now once you select each of them, let us say product is printer and feature type is usage type. So how would the user respond to this? I want to use it for the office. So then your response can be static. If you want to integrate an API, we will just enable that. You can send us a request, we will do it for you in any way. But otherwise we'll just enable it in a few days. So I want to use it for the office, and the final response is okay. So you should be using a LaserJet printer for the office. And in case the language model doesn't understand or something, you need a fail response. Sorry, I did not understand. Can you please say it again? So then you can select any sub-action name, which is, so sub-action name is something you want to give a unique action name for this. This is printer usage type. You give a specific action which will be useful later on. Then follow-up details. Similarly, you can select a follow-up action name, and here you will find the action name what we have created for the insurance, which is not applicable here. But if you have an action which is applicable here, you can select it. What that means is, once your agent responds to this query, then it will actually automatically prompt to this action. For example, would you like to renew your policy or something like that, whatever you create in your renewal policy action. So in this renewal policy action, it's an information, so that may not be applicable here. So here you can, instead of a follow-up action, you can take a closing utterance. Let me know if you have any further queries. Right? Then you save. Once you save, you get the entire thing here. From here, you can edit the entire input at any point and just update. It happens overnight. The training happens overnight once you update it.